friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. I have lights now. I love them. I literally just put them up right before I filmed this and I like them. I think it's cute. I think it makes the lighting look better having these lights behind me. Really quick before we get started, I am in dire need of a wisdom tooth extraction. This half of my mouth hurts so bad. So if I sound a little weird, that's why. I can't open my mouth as wide as I usually do. So if I talk a little different, then please excuse. I'm in pure agony. Not even exaggerating. All I want to do is curl up in a ball and cry. Anyways, today's video is really exciting. It's a collab with my friend Paulina from Paulina's Beauty here on YouTube. She came to me wanting to collab and I got so excited. I love her channel. I love her content. I love her. She is so stinking funny. She always has me laughing. Her videos are always interesting. I always make sure to watch pretty much all of her videos. I'm down with literally anything she wants to talk about. Paulina is fantastic. If you have not checked her out, you need to. She is a Swedish YouTuber. She posts a lot. I really want to say she posts between 5 and 7 days a week. I can't remember off the top of my head, but she posts a lot. Lots of reviews, lots of playing with eyeshadow palettes, foundations. She does chatty videos, tag videos. She does so many different kinds of videos, all relating to makeup. And I think you guys would really enjoy her content. But if you're not subscribed to her already, I would be shocked because she's so cool. But if you haven't, make sure you do. Her channel is down below. Thank you, Paulina, for wanting to collab with me. I'm so excited about it. We decided to do an unpopular opinions video. She's already done part 1, so I will have that video and her channel linked down below in case you want to see her part 1 to this. And I guess today's is kind of part 2. Part 1 for me, because I've never done one. But part 2 for her. We are doing an unpopular opinions video. I feel like I shouldn't have to do a disclaimer, but if I say something and you do it, or your opinion is the opposite of what I say, don't take offense to it. We're all different. We all have different opinions. It's not a big deal. It's not that serious. This is just supposed to be a fun, chatty video, and let's just get on with it. The first one is kind of 2 in 1. I don't like the very light kind of skin tone, my skin tone kind of shades and palettes, and I also don't feel like a black needs to be in every palette. I just feel like so many palettes on the market kind of cater to that. Everyone always has a kind of cream colored setting shadow, and I don't ever use them. It's very rare when I actually use those shades, and a black doesn't need to be in every palette either. Yeah, blacks can be really essential to really deepen up a look, really make it more dramatic, just to make shades a little darker. So it's a useful color, but at this point, if you have at least a couple palettes, you already have a black in your collection. I can almost guarantee it. So we don't need to put a black in every palette. Why do people blare music when going down my road? Obviously, it's the convenience aspect to have kind of those essential shades in every palette, but I have so many palettes, I don't need those shades in every palette. I would so much rather those shades be replaced with something more fun and more useful and more exciting. The next one I have to talk about is I don't like brow pencils. I feel like that is the general population's favorite brow tool, is like a brow pencil. I don't like them. I've never been a fan of them. I feel like I don't have much control. I can never really make my brows defined with a pencil. It's never that pigmented. I can't really, I don't know. I just don't love them. And I've tried a bunch of different brands, all the way from cheaper drugstore brands to like Anastasia Beverly Hills pencils, and I just don't love them. I'm a pomade person. Lately, I am just a tinted brow gel person. That's all I wear. I like powders. I use those for a long time, but I just can't get down with brow pencils. I don't know if it's just, I don't know how to use them, but I just don't like them. And I've never heard anyone else say that they don't like brow pencils, but I'm just not a fan at all. I don't get the hype. Next one, I hate baking, not cookies. I like baking cookies. As far as like placing copious amounts of powder under my eyes or under my contour, around my nose, things like that, I don't like it. But I think it's mostly just because my skin does lean more on the drier side. All it kind of does is accentuate that dryness, and it doesn't look great. I don't know, it doesn't give that very flawless airbrushed finish that you see other people get with baking. It doesn't work for me. I don't like it. I get so much better results just using a brush and applying powder like a normal human being instead of wasting half of my jar in one makeup session. The next one, Beauty Blender brand sponges are not the best makeup sponges. I will take that to my grave. I used those when I first got into makeup because I felt like you just had to have one. All the big beauty gurus had one. But Morphe and Real Techniques, their sponges are so much better and they're like a third of the price. Beauty Blender is literally $20, and I think the Real Real Techniques ones and Morphe ones are somewhere between $6 to $10. It's so much cheaper. And I feel like they last longer. I don't know what it is. I might be crazy, but I swear the Beauty Blender brand sponges, they get weird faster. I don't know how to explain it, but my Real Techniques ones and Morphe ones do not let me down. I love them so much more. I hate small, dainty, false eyelashes. I hate it. I hate it so much. What is the point in going through getting your lashes trimmed, glued, put on your eyes? It's not a quick thing to put on false eyelashes. So why would you go through all that time just to have teeny tiny little dainty eyelashes that probably don't look that much different than just wearing mascara? Why would you go through that? I don't understand why that's even a thing. I don't get it. I will say I kind of liked them when I was first learning how to get into wearing false eyelashes, but even so, looking back, my go-tos when I was learning were House of Lashes Siren, and those ones are still a little fluffier than the dainty ones you see on the market. It's just not worth your time. Big eyelashes or go home. Always. I love a glittery highlight and a shimmery blush. I love it. Give me all the glitter, give me all the shimmer, shine, glow. I want all of it. Most people are not a fan of that. They want a matte blush and just like a glowy highlight, which I can appreciate that too. I'm not saying it looks bad, but I love the glitter. Bring on the glitter. I just think it looks so cute and whimsical, and I'm not out here trying to look natural. No one wakes up looking like this, ever. So have fun with it. Bring on the glitter. I do not love a full coverage foundation. I feel like I'm definitely in the minority with that, but I so much prefer a more light to medium coverage foundation. It might just be because my skin is really not that problematic and I am very thankful for it. But I just like the look of kind of seeing your natural skin peek through. I like seeing freckles and birthmarks and stuff like that. I think it looks good. Again, I could be wrong with saying that as far as the general population goes. I know I am, because almost everyone loves a full coverage matte foundation, and that's just not for me. I so much prefer more dewy, radiant, lived-in looking skin, and I feel like kind of those light to medium coverages really bring that kind of effect. And with that being said, I really hate matte foundation. It just doesn't look good on me, and really on anybody I've ever seen wear it. I prefer a dewier look. I don't know what it is. It just looks so much more fresh and youthful and lived in. I'm gonna keep saying that word. I just love it so much more. Just that matte foundation, it just looks so flat and dry, and I'm not a fan of it. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I'm not saying you look bad if you wear it. I just prefer a little glow, you know? But again, that also could come from the fact that my skin is more on the dry side, so matte foundation doesn't look good on me, so I just get so used to seeing dewy skin that I just prefer it as a general rule. I love the Subculture palette. I feel like that's a big one. If you're gonna have an unpopular opinion, loving Subculture is one of the biggest ones in the makeup world. I love it. I don't feel like it performs any differently than any of the other Anastasia palettes at all. If you swirl your brush around in any of them, stuff is gonna kick up everywhere. It's just that kind of formula. The only thing that's kind of tricky with Subculture is it has a lot of complementary colors. I don't know why that's the symbol for complementary. Because yellows and purples are a really big thing in that palette. They're right next to each other. It makes you feel like you should blend them together. If you've watched my color theory videos, you know if you blend yellow and purple directly on each other, it muddies out. That's why I feel like people were having a lot of issues. I feel like people just don't know how to use color. Sorry. But I could not understand why so many people, especially the bigger beauty gurus, didn't like it. It doesn't make sense because literally the other Anastasia palettes perform the same way. I don't get it. I don't get it. I love Subculture and I will stand by it forever. I prefer satin and more blotted lips over a matte full coverage liquid lipstick. I don't know. That's definitely an unpopular opinion because not a lot of people feel that way. But like the plushies from Lime Crime, oh my gosh, I love them so much. It gives just such a nice soft focus filter on the lips instead of just like a nice opaque lip. And I love a matte opaque lip. I wear them all the time. That's what I mostly have. And even right now, this is more of a satin. It has a little bit more of a cream sheen. I just prefer it because longevity wise and comfortability wise, that's not a word. I like it better in the long run for the most part. I love fake freckles and heavy blush Those are two other ones that I don't see a lot of people loving. I think fake freckles are cute. I've always liked freckles, even way before I got into makeup. I've always wanted freckles. I think it's so cute. I can't believe it offends some people when people do that because I just think it's so stinking cute. And I love it. Sometimes it can really take a makeup look to the next level. And heavy blush, I am a blush person. I love blush. I put it all over my nose, all over my cheeks, usually a little bit right here. I like kind of that sun-kissed, almost sunburnt look without the actual having to be in the sun aspect. And I think the last one that I have to talk about is lip liner is unnecessary. I don't feel like it makes that big of a difference. I have a couple lip liners. I try to use them and I don't feel like it really makes, I don't know. Definitely if you're using liquid lipsticks, you really don't need a lip liner because the whole point of them is they have a more precise applicator so you can really carve out the shape of your lips to be what you want. I can understand it a little bit more with very shiny, creamy lipsticks. But even so, I feel like I don't struggle that hard to put it on enough to need to bust out a lip liner in the same color. Again, I know that might be crazy. People think it's very essential, but I just don't think it's necessary. I feel like it's a waste of money. Spend your money on something else, not just lip liners. I think that's all I have to talk about. I think I got everything off my chest. That actually felt really good. Thought it was gonna feel weird stating all of my unpopular opinions, and I'm sure I have plenty more. I just can't think of any off the top of my head right now. So maybe I'll make a part 2 later down the road if I think of a lot more. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree with me? Do you disagree with me? I have a feeling a lot of you will probably disagree with me because these are unpopular opinions. But let me know what you think. Tell me some of your unpopular opinions down below. I would love to chat with you about that. Thank you so much, Paulina, for collabing with me. This was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this, so thank you. I cannot wait to hear what you have to say. So go check her video out now, guys. She is amazing, and make sure you check out her part 1 as well, which will be down below again if you haven't seen that one yet either. If you enjoyed this unpopular opinions video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're liking these lights, please give it a thumbs up. I think it's so cute. I'm trying not to stare in the viewfinder because I just think they look so good. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's beautbean. Follow me there. I post every single day, and don't forget to subscribe here before you leave. I post 5 days a week, every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Let me know what videos you want to see on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.